taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee. We'll start at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Power football with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Ochuk. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Hawkins. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Durham. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Durham. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Defense makes a stop, and the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now they're going to throw it. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 72 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barnes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Thomas. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Defense not showing press coverage. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Oh, he's not punting, he's going to throw. And it's caught. Can he get to the marker?
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the 1st down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the 1st down.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it. Oh, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Takes his shot. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this 1st period with a huge gain.
LSU 7, Oklahoma 0.
1st down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown LSU! And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here to make something happen on this side of the football.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
You got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On second down, he'll fire. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quickly out to the tight end. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
He's drawn in. Near the 45-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking for room. It's Durham. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give to the back. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Coming after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. You take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Pocket starts to collapse. Picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Bringing it back, it's Thomas. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 39-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. So the 1st half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Says one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the defense will accept the penalty and back up this offense. A 1st down for the offense. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker, A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Lacy. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Get him some heat. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now for this defense moving forward.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he intercepts it. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. First down here for the offense. The give to the left. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Thrust that arm out. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Using his legs, it's Barnes. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's sharp. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
To the ground with the back. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
Man, I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Release to the back. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. And the defense holds firm. No pickups at all on that play.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
They're nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's caught. It's Thompson. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
He'll start this drive firing. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Going to the running game. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Going to try to get it himself. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. The short hands, it's Lacey. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
LSU right back to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. With the catch, it's Taylor. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Dialing up a second down pass play. The sure hands, it's Thomas. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Wide receiver shows motion. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the catch past the sticks. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the pummeling has started. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at at the 15.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
And it's caught inside the 25. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. And man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Trying to convert this second and short. Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Lacey. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Got out of trouble and throws. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on second down, and now it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fires left. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Balls it in. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass on the way. It's picked off.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Unloads to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It is your job as an OC to be aggressive. I get that, but you can't be reckless. And once you've made one mistake already in the 4th quarter, you still got the lead. You might want to now start thinking about running some clock.
All kinds of time before he fires right. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And he's thrown another interception. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Quarterback will audible. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Trying to get to him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do...
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough.